Hi, my name is NealBarenblat, and I want to share my experiences with you and relate them to why I think that cultural exchange and travel is important, why mentorship and why artistic education, these things are so important to our society and our culture. Recently, I've been traveling a lot to Colombia, to Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, Canada, and in a few days I'm going to Israel and then to Spain. And one of the greatest things that I've taken from all of this travel is the connections making with other people and connecting that to things that you know. So be it political discussions, artistic discussions about music, about movies, about TV shows, about paintings, about anything, as long as you can speak some of the language of the other person, which is a whole different story, or they can speak some of your language, you start to learn that you have a lot in common with these people. There's a lot of cultural differences, obviously, but we have a lot in common. We like the same things. A lot of times we like the same music and we can talk about it. And we just share so many things that you learn while traveling and meeting the people from those countries, or in hostels meeting people from other countries. In South America, I met a lot of Europeans from all over Europe. And it really opens your doors to new experiences, and it's changed my life completely. Everything about travel. One of the other big things is that I fell in love with music all over again while I was in South America, because I heard all of these new different musics, and I even adopted one of the South American, Bolivian, Peruvian instruments called the charango as an instrument, as my primary instrument as a musician now. It's my weapon, and that wouldn't have happened if I didn't go. And now I've devoted myself to learning about the culture of this music, to learning the different artists, the different styles, learning other styles that don't have anything to do with this music, but that maybe come from the same place. And that's really something special. And it kind of ties into to mentorship, in that recently I was in Chile for a month and a half, and I took lessons, charango lessons. Charango is like a 10-string guitar from Bolivia, Peru. And to have that kind of mentorship from someone, this man was responsible, one of the people responsible for bringing the charango to Chile in popular folkloric culture. It's 50 years ago. And so all the compositions I were learning were his compositions. And so he was teaching me his style, the way he composed. And these are well-known compositions, and teaching me how he played and sharing his emotional impact with me. And I know, because he explained to me, if I had been there for longer, we would have gotten into the different interpretations of the charango, the different artists, the culture of the music and of the instrument more. So it was really valuable having that type of mentorship, even if for a fleeting moment. And I've had a few cases like that. I've had one with a flute from the Andes, but much shorter, but still a fleeting mentorship experience that meant so much. And while you're traveling, to tie in the last point, artistic education, there's so much artistic and cultural education that you just get hands-on while traveling, whether it's seeing parades and festivals, dances, going to art museums and seeing local art. I remember seeing Fernando Botero in Colombia, and again in Chile, some exhibits of his, seeing the Guayasamín exhibit in Ecuador. And I like, every time I see these paintings, even on the internet, in some other advertisement somewhere, I know immediately where that's from, and I can make that connection. But so it's this hands-on education, obviously the music. And after traveling and experiencing so many things, I've noticed that another thing that's happened to me that's changed my life is I'm open to, when I hear an accent here in the States, I'm attracted to it. And now I find myself, I have friends from all over the world here in my own city. I have a friend from Kenya here. I live with 2 people from Serbia. I have tons of Latin friends here since I've gotten back, because I learned the language. I wanted to continue connecting with the Latin community in my own city, because I feel like I may not be a Latin person of origin, but I feel a part of the community. a proponent of the Spanish language because I fell in love with it. And these are things that travel and exchange, the ways they can change one person's life. And to me that's so important because that's the human spirit, that's the human soul, looking for things to enrich your life, artistic value to put with your experiences that you do in life. And the people you meet all affect how you view the world and what they mean to you and what the world means to you. So all of these things are so important to me, and I really hope and wish that people value these things as much as I do, and I hope I've explained myself well here today.